Hello, I'm a Spanish native who has been learning English for more than 3 years, Japanese for 13 months, and Macalix in Italy. These two hobbies are why I wanted to use discipline to language learning. After doing 2 weeks of 6 hours of immersion, I noticed that not only I was capable of doing more hours of immersion, but my mental health got worse. And I think that you shouldn't take the trade of health for more hours of immersion for 2 reasons. The extra hour or 2 hours you do are going to be really inefficient, and taking care of your health will make your overall hours be more efficient. People think about the grind as something that should be unhealthy always, and for a good reason, because when you hear someone say that he does 8 hours of immersion and he doesn't say anything else, you think that either he's bullshitting you or that he's unhealthy. But actually doing something you like, that is productive and for a long period of time, will keep you with more happiness than 99% of people. The reason is simple. Most people work in a job that they don't like for 8 to 10 hours a day, so I like to think like this. If someone else is capable of working without liking what they're doing, I'm capable of doing even more of that, studying or working in something I like, while taking care of my health for like 1 to 3 hours a day, which is usually enough. There's actually a more brutal version of this, so if slaves were capable of working for 16 hours a day in something physical, we can work pretty easily the same amount because we are not using our physics. Now, this goes out of the point of the video, because working 16 hours a day will probably not be healthy in any way. You wouldn't be sleeping enough, bathing, doing immersion even when you're eating, just horrible. First, having the need of doing bad habits. This is the most important one. I actually knew my mental health was getting worse because when doing immersion just some days ago, I was literally watching WhatsApp thinking that I was being productive. So I did it for like 2 to 5 minutes and got out of it, but still, doing that wouldn't have never gotten in my mind when I had a better mental health. Second and last, you start getting distracted during your immersion. Since when you're mentally unhealthy, you start eating like shit, watching shorts, and end up being like 90% of people, you start having symptoms of brain fog, and on top of that, you're worsening your attention span. So I can't emphasize this enough, but it is just incredibly annoying to not be able to do 3 hours without chatting on WhatsApp or looking at my phone. I want to make clear something here. There is not a person who can do 10 hours of immersion without getting distracted. It's literally almost impossible. To get to a level of mindfulness will take you an entire life, which is the reason why monks dedicate their lives to this. So I say this because you can be hard on yourself and try to do even 3 hours without getting distracted, which is pretty difficult still. Getting distracted is not precisely grabbing your phone or going to another page. You can literally have a thought about, I don't know, fucking a girl, and that was a distraction. You can also as well have thoughts about the words you're learning during your immersion, and that's still a distraction. First, don't take a break if you haven't done anything yet. I think that this makes sense when someone else says so, but you will be surprised of all the people doing their morning routine for 3 hours, and for that reason they don't get anything done, because they get tired of something which should be relaxing. With that said, I'm doing mostly 6 hours of immersion, so if you will copy me, adapt it to the amount of immersion you're doing. After the first 3 hours of immersion, I search for 15 to 20 minutes because it helps me on calisthenics and it's relaxing as fuck. After that, I meditate for 20 minutes, first because it feels great, and second, it improves your concentration, so what else do you want? After that, I take a bath for 5 minutes, I mean like who doesn't like bathing? And at last, I make my bed, which takes me 2 minutes more. Overall, it's like a 15 minutes to 1 hour routine, and it's all I need to do the other 3 hours without feeling like shit. After that, I usually go to train, which is another break, and when I come to my house, I prepare for sleep, and I read a Japanese novel for like 10 to 15 minutes. And that's it for the video. Be sure to give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to have more disciplined language learning friends. Thank you very much.